Well, good Friday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster coming back here once again. I'm going to give you guys your evening forecast video for tonight before your 7-day forecast comes out this evening here. So, there's a couple of things that are different on our map this evening compared to what we've had over the last couple of days. We've got some rainfall to talk about, and you're probably wondering, you're tuning into this video right now, you're wondering what in the world is that green and that yellow across the area. Well, it's not severe weather, but it's actually for the potential of heavy rainfall coming up as we get towards tomorrow and the Sunday. So this is from the Weather Prediction Center. Slight risk for much of Arkansas down to southeastern Oklahoma, northeast Texas, and then that marginal risk that includes far northwestern Arkansas, that northwest corner of Benton County, all the way down to southeastern Arkansas here. So the potential of at least putting a dent in our drought is coming up as we get towards the next 24 to 48 hours here. And I'm going to show you guys that coming up on Futurecast. So I've had a lot of people that have contacted the page asking for Halloween plans. What are we looking at in terms of this weekend for trunk or treat or anything like that? I'm going to tell you guys straightforward. Tomorrow is likely going to be a washout. Sunday, likely going to be a washout. If you're trying to do it Saturday night, we may catch a break. It just depends on what happens, but both days does appear to be a washout at this point here. Okay, so you can see current radar right now. We got a few showers on board. We had some showers, well, a little bit of thunderstorm activity earlier on. There was actually a mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center earlier this afternoon addressing the isolated damaging wind potential. That is gone. We're not really dealing with that anymore. I'm not really expecting a whole lot of severe weather. But we do have the frontal boundary that's beginning to make its way into northwestern Arkansas. As a matter of fact, I can show you guys that coming up here in just a second. But the frontal boundary is going to be making its way through. There's your frontal boundary right now in northwestern Arkansas. Now, this is not going to clear through tonight. It is going to back build to the northwest as we get towards late tonight into your Saturday. That's what's going to lead to these widespread showers and thunderstorms. And then it's going to finally push through as we get towards Sunday. And you're definitely going to notice when it does. And a lot of cold air coming our way here. So let's go and talk to you guys about your Futurecast for tonight. And you guys can see as we get towards 8, 9 o'clock this evening, not much on radar across the board. I'm actually going to stop this for just a little bit. So overnight tonight, it's not really going to be a whole lot of activity, a lot of cloud cover, which is going to hold temperatures in the 60s to low 70s here. But take a look at Texarkana, the Queen, down to northeastern Texas, that cluster of showers and thunderstorms. And that will make its way into Arkansas as we get towards tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon here. So let's continue with the Futurecast here. And you can see by the time we get towards 3, 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock near daybreak, a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity across the board. Some of those storms near the Arkadelphia area could be strong. They could be pretty loud first thing tomorrow morning here. Not expecting a whole lot of severe weather, but I can't rule out some instances of some isolated damaging winds, maybe some small hail, but it's not going to be anything, widespread in terms of like tornado activity or anything like that. But just be prepared for that first thing tomorrow morning. So let's take a look at here. This is about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And you can see a widespread area of showers, thunderstorms, basically stretching from Russellville to Little Rock to Arkadelphia down to the DeQueen area here. So something that we're going to continue to monitor. But like I said before, not really expecting a whole lot of severe weather with this. Some of these storms could be loud, but not really expecting a ton of severe weather for tomorrow here. Now, let's take this out all the way through. And, I mean, man, just a lot of widespread activity. Like I mentioned before, guys, if you have any plans during the day tomorrow, it is going to be a washout. You're going to have to move those plans indoors. Not really expecting a lot of clear skies or anything tomorrow. You may catch a break down there in far southeastern Arkansas or along the Mississippi River, but elsewhere across the state, it's just going to be too rainy to do too much anything outside tomorrow. Now, we could take this out all the way through. You can see 1, 2, 3 o'clock, just widespread rainfall. Could be some rumbles of thunder as well. Well, you could take this out all the way to about 7, 8 o'clock. Still some widespread showers and storms across the board. There are some areas of breaks up there in northwestern Arkansas and in far southeastern Arkansas here, but just a flat-out washout. This is what I mean. Tomorrow is just not going to really be a good day to really do anything outside here. Now, you can get to tomorrow night, and I zoomed this out, by the way. I'm going to show you guys why I zoomed down here just a little bit. But tomorrow night, Not really expecting a whole lot of shower thunderstorm activity. That first round should clear through by the time we get towards 11 to midnight tomorrow night. Now, this is where things become very interesting. You can see by the time we get towards your 4 o'clock, not tomorrow morning, Saturday night, and early Sunday morning, look back out here towards Colorado, towards Kansas. That is where we have a lot of freezing rain, sleet, some snow. That is associated with that Arctic air that's going to push through as we get towards Sunday and a Sunday night here. And I can actually zoom this down here, coming up here just a little bit. And you're going to see, you see that widespread area of snow, freezing rain, sleet. This is what our model that we're using right now. It is coming in a little colder than when we were kind of originally anticipating here. So northwestern Arkansas, as that bulk of precipitation kind of moves through, yes, it is going to modify because your temperatures are going to be a little warmer, but I'm watching the Benton, Washington, down to Madison County up there in northwestern Arkansas. I'm going to keep an eye on you guys for the potential of freezing rain and sleet as we get towards Saturday night. I don't know why I keep saying Saturday. Sunday night into that Monday morning time frame. I haven't brought myself to crack into our new winter weather graphics yet, but something that we're going to continue to monitor as we go forward here. So you can see there it is by the time we get towards that noon time frame as we get towards that Sunday period. So we'll watch it closely. Like I said before, shouldn't be a widespread issue, but you know how it is with these last minute systems here. Something that we'll continue to monitor. So let's go ahead and go over to your evening highlights here. I think I've talked you guys' head off for about 6 minutes now. Let's talk about what's going on. So Metro 4, strong cold front moving in Sunday into Monday. Very chilly Monday, guys. Temperatures struggling to get out of the low to mid 40s. Wind chills are going to be in the 20s and 30s. Just a raw day outside, guys. Heavy rainfall will begin late tonight, as you guys saw on Futurecast a second ago. That will continue all the way to at least Monday morning. And then wind chills, like I mentioned before, 20s and 30s coming in as we get towards Sunday evening and into Monday, and then a killing freeze, which is all your crops and stuff basically gets killed because of temperatures that are below 28 degrees. That is expected as we get towards Tuesday into Wednesday. We're also expecting frost advisories, freeze watches, and freeze warnings to be issued by that point, okay? So let's talk to you guys about this. First of all, you guys have been going on Patreon like a crazy amount, and I love you guys for that. We have that available if you want to check out our winter outlook for 2023-2024. That is going to be patreon.com/Arkansas Weather Watchers. Like I said before, and I've been saying this for the last couple of days, we are going to have this likely on a live stream. I think a live stream would probably be better for everyone come Wednesday evening to kind of talk about this upcoming winter across the board. Okay, so burn bans likely going to be taken care of. We're expecting at least 2 to 4 inches of rainfall across the state. Some areas could see upwards to a half a foot of rain, half a foot of rain as we get towards this weekend here. So I'm really expecting the burn bans to be taken care of by that point. Same thing with the wildfire risk. Really expect that to be taken care of before we get into Monday here. So let's talk to you guys about tonight. Temperatures are going to be kind of held steady across the area. Cooler across northwestern Arkansas since you're kind of behind the front. But temperatures are going to be ranging from the upper 40s to near 70 degrees. And you can see that area highlighted across southwestern Arkansas. 70% chance of rainfall as we get towards tonight in the first part of your Saturday morning here. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about some model data here. And I want to show you guys the NAM. So give me just 1 second, and we're going to switch this over. And there it is. So there's your cold front right now, 56 degrees up there in Benton County, 80s down there in southeastern Arkansas here. So this is going to kind of push its way through into central Arkansas as we get towards tomorrow. Like I said before, this front boundary is going to kind of make its way through, then it's going to push back northwest, and then it's going to finally decide to push through the state. So it's going to be with us for the next 24 to 48 hours here. And then you can see by the time you get towards Sunday evening, 7 p.m., 74 degrees El Dorado, 34 up there in Salem Springs, and in the Fayetteville area, guys, up there in Benton and Washington counties. Very dramatic difference between ahead of the front and behind the front here. And you can see by the time you get towards Monday morning, temperatures near freezing northwestern Arkansas, upper 30s, low 40s. And this is during the day on Monday here. Now, the NAM is wanting to warm you up to the 50s. I don't buy that. I think you're going to have a lot of cloud cover, northerly, northeasterly winds. I think your temperatures are probably going to be in the 40s more than likely. Northwestern Arkansas, you guys may not even get out of 30s. It's going to be a very, very chilly day across the area as we get towards Monday. And then Monday night, as you can see with the NAM, let me go back up here. Temperatures in the 20s and the 30s here. Now let's go over to the Euro real quickly. And the Euro, matter of fact, let's go to the 12Z real fast here. And let's take this out all the way through. As you can see, there's Tuesday. Temperatures try to warm back up because this is kind of moderation ahead of your next shot of colder air. And as you get towards Wednesday morning, 20s across northwestern Arkansas, near freezing across the area, elsewhere across the state. I think with dry air, low winds, maybe even calm winds, and that air mass, that Arctic air mass that's in place right now, I think temperatures may be overdone with us. I think we may be talking low to mid 20s across much of the area. There could actually, especially in northwestern Arkansas, higher elevations, I can't rule out an 18, 19 degree reading too. I know late October, early November, we're talking teens already. But that's just type of the cold air mass we've got in place here. So that's what we've got. And then you see by the time you get towards Wednesday, temperatures struggling to get out of the upper 40s to low 50s across the board here. Now, one more thing I do want to show you guys. I'm going to go back over to the NAM. This is concerning northwestern Arkansas. If this trend does continue, I will make a precipitation map for you guys tomorrow morning. Now, let's take this through. And you can see by the time we get towards this is 4 o'clock in the morning, late Sunday night and early Monday morning, as that colder air is moving through, there could be some freezing rain, some sleet up here in northwestern Arkansas. I'm not really expecting snow. I think you're just going to be a little warm for that. But freezing rain and sleet will be possible basically up here in northwestern Arkansas, higher elevations. Let's take a look at potential totals. I don't think you're going to see a lot because the road and the ground temperatures are very, very warm. Keep in mind, we've been in the 70s. We've actually been in the 80s across the board over the last couple of days here. So not really expecting a whole lot of accumulation here or any impacts. But there could be some instances of freezing rain. Let's take a look at your sleet. Your sleet mainly up here in towards Benton County. So like I said, we're not really expecting a whole lot. No snowfall with this at this point. That's going back out there towards Kansas here, guys. So that's all I got for you guys this Friday evening. I'm going to try to have a video out for you guys Sunday. If I don't Sunday, then I will be back on Monday. But there will be a ton of information on the page going over the cold front, going over radar, and going over that frost and freeze potential as we get towards early next week here. So that's all I got for you guys this Friday evening. Take care, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here in your source for all things Arkansas weather.